la main un peu à l'avance, de façon à ce qu'on puisse vous voir, de façon à ce que les hôtesses vous passent le micro. Quand vous aurez le micro, soyez si gentils de vous lever, de vous présenter. And out of courtesy for the president and for the ladies that are on the jury.
I don't really know what he watches. We don't talk about it. So this is going to be very enlightening for me.
As for the jury, I don't, we just met for the first time yesterday, and maybe it's informative. I don't want to be telling tales out of school, but we discussed the rules with Thierry and Pierre, and we're allowed to give one prize, which we're allowed to make up what the prize is. And Sienna Miller asked that the prize be presented to her, since it was up for grabs. And Guillermo became very upset because he said if Sienna gets a prize, Guillermo should get a prize. And it was alarming. We just met these people.
Merete Hobelstam from Norwegian newspaper Dagbladet. I thought I would ask the Coens, but also anyone who has any thoughts about this.
We've all been split up into the Ethan group or the Joel group. So we're not allowed to talk about who's in what group, but after a while you'll all probably start to understand who's in what group. And that was purely based on personality, and we had no choice.
You mentioned an interview with Le Monde, I think it was, you really don't like television. And
I think that if you make films and you're involved with cinema, you hope you have an understanding of the medium, and I think that what's brilliant about the way that they assemble these juries is that they get people from all sorts of areas of our industry, and there's no strategy so far. I think we're all hopefully staying open-minded and positive and looking forward to what we see and talking about it, but there's no premeditated ideas, certainly for me.
I want me to stand up. Hi. This is a question for anyone who wants to answer on the jury, but primarily Joel and Ethan.
Thierry had called me a couple of times in the past, but I was waiting to get thinner, to get into my old suits. And now I have no hope, so I decided I would have to buy some suits and come over. But no, it's the first time that has coincided that I'm not in early pre-production or late post-production, and I jumped at the chance of being here, and the names and the members of the jury just made it even better for me. This is a celebration of film in a way that is good for any filmmaker's life.
Lady on the jury is not an actress.
And how do you feel about these new ways of seeing movies? Thank you.
Well, you mean, how do we feel about people watching Lawrence of Arabia on their iPhone? There is something.
For or against?
Yeah, for or against. No, there's something special about sitting in a cinema with a big crowd of people and watching a movie on a 80-foot screen. There's just nothing can compete with that, and that's something that film festivals like this keep alive.